Hi, Rich Tehrani here. I'm at IT Expo East 2011 in Miami. This is the pre-conference day. It's actually Tuesday, February 1st. Very exciting. I'm in the show office and we're getting ready. People are streaming in to the Miami area, and I wanted to speak with David Yedwab, who is a well-known analyst in the communication space, and get his thoughts on the cloud communications, cloud computing, etc. David, welcome to our show. How are you?
Hi, Rich. Good to be back in Miami, and probably the only place in the country not getting inundated with some kind of a storm. Let's hope everybody who needs to get here gets here so that we have a great week.
Yeah, so far so good. It looks like the majority of people are getting down, and we're really thrilled to have everyone here and learn about communications and technology and the latest things that are happening in the industry. One of the things worth discussing is cloud communications. So talk to me a little bit about the cloud.
Well, it's sort of interesting that we're here within a couple of miles from Terramark's Napa the Americas, which Verizon made an awful lot of news about last week, with Verizon making a move to acquire Terramark to get their entry much stronger into the cloud space. One of the interesting things about cloud is, as with a lot of things in our industry, it immediately turns into an awful lot of acronyms. We have infrastructure as a service, IaaS, platforms as a service, PaaS, software as a service, SaaS, and I guess little XaaS for the rest of the alphabet that hasn't gone that way yet. But we're going to get there soon, and hopefully we'll talk about all of those, because they're all different business models for how businesses can adopt the cloud as part of the overall IT and communication strategies.
Now, speaking of communications, today you and I are going to be on a panel that is at an interactive intelligence cloud event at the Gansevoort Hotel. It starts at 5:15 p.m. Today, February 1st. And on that panel, we're going to talk about the cloud, and we're going to talk about how companies can benefit from the cloud. We're going to talk about how contact centers are shifting to the cloud, all sorts of exciting things. Can you give me just some examples of some of the more exciting stories you've heard recently regarding cloud communications and technology?
Well, I think the biggest story in cloud overall is the success of cloud offerings. Salesforce.com is the most well-known of all of them, and it already is well over $1 billion in business. It may even be $2 billion by now. The last time I looked, they had just crossed $1 billion. There are all kinds of opportunities for companies to use off-site computerized services, IT services, so that they don't have to invest in capital expenses to build on-site capacity where they may not need a full server's worth, where they can share it, where it can be implemented overnight or almost instantaneously. Amazon, in their EC2 services and their whole suite of cloud services, is another major example. And Amazon's strategy is very interesting. They started selling, in effect, their excess capacity from their Amazon mainline business and started offering it as cloud services, and it's taken off dramatically. And Amazon, the Amazon cloud services, are becoming a real, if you will, infrastructure place for startups to leverage and build and launch their services in almost no time with very little capital. And that move from capital to operating expense is very interesting. And in some ways, it's renewing the old issue about should it be on-site or should it be off-prem. And in our voice world, it's the question about Centrex or PBX. And in many ways, we're going through that over again.
Thanks, David. Actually, today it's interesting that Amazon announced that they're supporting Oracle databases in their cloud offerings, so very timely with today's news. I wanted to thank you very much, David, for being on the program, and I'm going to start posting this right now, and we're looking forward to seeing all of you at the Interactive Intelligence event later on today, 4:45 at the Gansevoort Hotel, Miami Beach, Florida. Thanks and goodbye.